All right, you guys, we got a buyer's market. Okay, so a buyer's market, first of all, let me start this part off by saying you can't have the best of both worlds. Well, you can, but you got to be very strategic on how you do it. Buyer's market, this is all for traditional ways that people buy real estate. When we get into the nitty gritty here about different acquisition types and financing types, you'll see a lot of this doesn't apply to how I specifically like to do real estate. However, buyer's market. A buyer's market is where the prices are a lot cheaper, but that's because interest rates are a lot higher, right? And sellers have no choice but to lower them and stuff to see if they can try to just get rid of them, right? So in a buyer's market, you have a better chance at getting a rental property than in a seller's market, because there are more more sellers than there are buyers. And so sellers are really desperate. They'll drop prices, they'll give seller concessions, and they'll even be more open to seller financing. So when you turn around and try for your first multifamily, commercial, anything like that, you have a better chance of getting that during a buyer's market, specifically seller financed. I was able to negotiate 2 properties, a multifamily and a 55 unit hotel, to where the sellers were dropping the price significantly, and I got them to agree to seller finance it to me. So I mean, it's great to be in a buyer's market when you're the one buying. You know, on the flip side, you know, I have properties currently that I'm having to drop the price every week just to see if we can hurry up and get rid of the properties and just kind of continue moving, you know. So in a buyer's market, obviously you can buy a lot better, especially if you buy non-traditionally and you like seller finance subject to any of those things. You have a higher success rate, and therefore if you're using it especially as a rental, you're pretty much like in your peak season, right? But again, if you're financing these things through banks, then your interest rate is a lot higher than it would be, which of course you could refinance it once you're in a seller's market and the interest rates drop, and there's more buyers, et cetera, et cetera. So for a buyer's market, unfortunately, you got higher interest rate. But if you don't mind biting the bullet for a minute and then you could turn around and refinance it, you're good. Also, if you pay in cash, you're good. And then the other perk of it is that you can be able to seller finance, acquire seller financing from the current owner. So those are the perks, the pros and the cons. Buyer's markets explained.